Which is normal life.
How easy would you say it is to make your first million?
How easy?
Yeah, or how hard was it?
It wasn't easy, or if people tell you it's easy, it's a lie. I swear, yeah, this thing has brought the Gary out of my belly.
Gary is pre-workout. Do you know what Gary is?
No. Gary with groundnut.
Oh god. Gary is like the most starchy food ever. Gary and those foods, yeah, those foods were made for farmers.
Yeah, it's true actually.
They're made for farmers, hard-working food. But this generation, when we've come here,
like for
everyone
lunch.
eats it like it's casual. Yeah, because I always say to people, like, imagine, let's say, back in the day, the older generation, they must have been in shape.
They must have been,
yeah.
Because like, they suffer head.
Yeah.
Even pounded yam was freaking manual, man.
Yeah.
So
like
their
foods were designed for manual labor.
Yeah.
But it's like, imagine they probably on an average were doing, like you said, with golfing 6 miles. It was probably normal. 6 to 10 mile walks was normal.
Was it normal thing?
Yeah, from that to home, back to your job. Then you're working the whole day.
It's just like probably in those days, like here, if you want to go to London, you walk that shit. You get me? It's like normal.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. And you're thinking like on a normal diet now. Let's say like an average person, the calorie intake daily might be like 2,000. In those days, 2,000 calories won't do you nothing. You probably have to be on like 3,000-4,000 just to have some sort of
feel
functionality. So on a day-to-day, how do you run your business? Are you always in meetings or?
So yes, good answer, because that you see the name, but yeah, this is like a business call actually. No, but I mean, to be very, very frank with you, a lot of times people package like, oh, I'm so freaking busy and this and that. That's really down to how you manage time. You know, what I do is I prioritize what's important, I address. You know, there are people that do other things. You know, so because my model is very much partnerships. So I have business partners and I have teams as well that help me address things. So. So like now this one is calling me with regards to some investment things in property stuff. You know, see, she's handling the portfolio and that, you know, to update, and they'll be like, yeah, cool, whatever. You know, I can call her back, but what matters is she has that responsibility to deliver whatever. So yes, it's a day-to-day thing. The challenge is one is always thinking. You know, and then as entrepreneurs, when you're sometimes just broke, or when I mean broke as entrepreneurs is broke as it sounds, like you don't have money, you're not able to, you know, cash flow in your business, which is normal.
How easy would you say it is to make your first million?
How easy?
Yeah, or how hard was it?
It wasn't easy, or if people tell you it's easy, it's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's not easy, man. Like, unless you just somehow like, but even at that, all these millionaires that have made it, when they announce it, you will know that these people must have worked hard. It's a lot of work. It's I say for me it's with assets, so not to just be doing and then the money is in the account chilling. You know, it's assets. So that's how, like, when they value people, I'm like, what's your net worth? You know, so what do you have asset wise and tangible things? I'll say that one is a lot more. It's easier to acquire in the UK. You know, it's taken a while to grow that kind of thing. Will I say discipline? Because we all make freaking mistakes. Does that answer your question?
A bit.
One more detail.
Yeah, but also, what would you say has helped being out here, like network wise, like the people you roll with? Let's say like likes of Tunde, MK, Byron, Michael. Would you say that kind of keeps you focused and staying in that zone?
So you see, a lot of times, man, like what I tell people is have real friends, or you know, don't have friends for cloud or friends for P, or like don't have friends to impress. Be real, you know. And luckily for me, I have a few core that like I can call. If you don't have a friend that I can call up and say, bro, I'm broke, or you don't have a friend you can call up and say, tell me what should I do, you know, I'm in this situation, how can I handle it? or you talk deep stuff, then don't consider such people as friends. Just refer to them as acquaintances or people you happen to know. You know, like I made an instance earlier about I know some people who have a laundry business. I went to university with them. They could be considered friends, but I have learned to differentiate friends from friends, if you know what I mean. So with my core friends, yes, because a lot of times we debrief, we talk about stuff, facts, like you know, like, oh look, oh, this income came, or what was the best route, or you know, this person's dropped this for this, or you know, guys, there's this situation, how do we handle it? Everything, and it's open, fair, frank discussion, you know, and that's something we try to do with our brothers. I don't want to say too much on camera, but there's something I'll just do later. You know, and for me, it's what works with friends, you know. So, and they know how to, you know, like we have a saying, anybody that claims to be somebody, there's proof of evidence out there. It's not rocket science, man. If A plus B is not, if 1 plus 1 is not 2, stop thinking too much. It's facts, you know. So again, know what you're about, type thing, and you know, ultimately see what value you add, and have friends that would help you achieve your dream, you know, and not derail you from what you're trying to achieve.
I can't even lie, like being around especially Michael. I've been around Michael a lot this past year, and every day we're just literally bouncing off each other, bouncing off ideas. And there's certain things like I always say to Wes, like off camera, like being in that zone now, you know, when you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So before it was like the tunnel was far, like the light was probably like a dot. But now that my mind is starting to open more, and I'm like, oh, like today someone was like, how do you make time to do this and do that and do this? I was like, you know what, when you're enjoying the process and you know that the goal that you're going after, it doesn't feel like work no more.
You're just doing it.
Yeah, you're just doing it, you're just going. So like this morning, for instance, I woke up at like 6:30. I was like, right, I barely slept. Started training people, did all of that. Then I had to do a couple things in between. Then at 5 o'clock, trained someone, 6, 7, you at 8. But for me, it's not hard because it's things I like to do.
It's what you like to do.
But at the same time, I'm more thinking long term scalability of everything else I want to do, because 5 years time I would hit that number 40, and when I hit that number I might not be as functional as I am now.
I know where you're coming from.
Where do I go from there? Because I can't be doing this forever. So where the idea of the app, the clothing stuff, other things, branching out.
Very important.
But now it's like, before in my head I'd be like, it might be hard to do this and to get to that. Now things are starting to just be ticked off one by one. So I know where I am now in 2 years is going to be a whole different
ball game. You know, but you see what's deep in what you're saying, and this is what I tell a lot of business people, like even believe it or not, even the likes of IOCs like Shell, all these multinational companies, where we're doing things with senior management, it's have a roadmap. You know, so like in yourself, you've already given yourself targets, you've already set out by X amount of years. Before I'm 40, you're going to do this in 2 years time. You're talking up, you're expecting it in this period. That's a roadmap. When people have plans, dreams, whatever, just have it structured. You know, when you do that, it makes execution easy, and you begin to see rewards, because it's like some level of satisfaction. Like, oh wow, look, it's, you know, this is happening, you know. And I also tell people sometimes, you know, a lot of times people think or wait for the idea to be so perfect before they kick things off. Not necessarily.
It becomes a lot, like you said, have a roadmap. It becomes a lot easier to visualize. And like, this is another thing I picked up in uni, funny enough. So before, there was a lecturer, and he always used to just all the time be just drilling it into our heads, like, you might not need this degree for blah blah blah. But he always used to be like, get a whiteboard, plan this, plan that. We would do Venn diagrams and blah blah blah. And he's like, you're gonna need it someday. And he's like, once you start doing that, you get into routine, you start to find a way to tick off things you need to do. tick off things you need to do, and he's like, once you start ticking them off, like you start visually seeing that. Oh, I said I wanted to do this. I've achieved that. Boom, that's one. Oh, I need to do this next. Boom, I've achieved that. So I was like, I'm always writing on my whiteboard, and anytime I hit something, I just draw a line through it, and I was thinking to myself, "Rah, this guy used to drill this into my head," and I used to think, "Oh, you're so annoying."
Yeah.
But now, I'm
skill.
using your techniques, and it's working for me.
It works.
Yeah, it's working for me.
And that's the beauty with this whole thing, you know. It's like just get that satisfaction and just see progress, you know. Because ultimately, that's what we all want to try and achieve: progress and just freedom at the end of the day.
Barbecue. I'm going to come with. I'm going to come with.
I'll text you my address so that you always have it.
Yeah, I'm going to come. I'm going to come with Duce.
Anytime. No, when you come, I should have a Duce for you actually, a rare one.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. I haven't actually opened that one, especially because of you.
You know that's my drink there.
You know,
these things too smooth.
This one I've never tried it myself. You know, but when you come around,
black bottle.
I think it's in a black bottle. They're meant to be their highest level of. I've never tried it before, and I saw it in one shop, and they didn't have. That was the last bottle.
Yeah. So you're gonna get next. You're gonna get a house with a pool, like.
To be honest with you, I don't even know, bro. Nigeria is where my mind is at. Believe it or not, man.
Yeah.
You know, because. I don't know. My mind is at, it's crazy, but that's where my mind is at.
I was laughing. You know? I was saying Byron's got a pool, but he doesn't use it. Byron doesn't get into water.
He doesn't get into water.
Every time you've been to Michael's house, have you ever seen Byron in the water? Byron will be walking around with a bathrobe, and he will never get into the water. I always laugh because I always think to myself, Byron never gets into the water, so he doesn't fill up the pool. Keith is always complaining about
cleaning his own pool. That thing is so funny.
Every time I look at his story, he's always cleaning the pool.
It's not because now that summer has come, he's back. That's all he does, and his own cleaning of the pool is the top of the pool. Not even like
the pool cover all the time.
That thing is comedy for me, man.
I feel like having a pool in your house is work.
It's a lot of responsibility.
It's a lot of responsibility. It's like I like the idea of having a big house and having a pool, but at the same time I think to myself, I don't want that work. I'd rather just have a little jacuzzi, you know, the ones with the covers, the hard industrial ones with the covers. I see one on Eddie Hall's YouTube channel, so he's got a custom built one, and the jacuzzi is the length of here.
So you know that I would prefer a jacuzzi than a pool, because you can manage a jacuzzi now. You know, it's small. You know, if anything,
so he's got a custom built one. It's the length of here.
Oh, that's
got a big cover. I'm like, I'll rather that.
Which guy?
Eddie Hall.
Eddie Hall.
So he's the build you want.
Yeah, that's the kind of.
The godly.
So maybe inspiration, yeah.
So he's got like a big. I've seen on his YouTube channel a big custom jacuzzi, and I was like, I'd rather a jacuzzi like that than a pool. Because you can just cover it and
it's nice. So which I think it was Michael O's. Was it Michael O's house? I think it was Michael O's house. He has this little jacuzzi next to the pool. Yeah. To me, that's the best part of because you just chill there.
I stay there.
You know, because are you swimming for Olympics? Are you like, unless it's workout or some shit, like, you know? But why are you doing laps? You know, just chill in the bloody jacuzzi and just enjoy a glass of champagne or Duce or whatever.
Remember one time I was there and some girl said, every time I've seen you, you just always stay in the jacuzzi. You can't swim, can you? I was like, what? I jumped in the pool.
I just did some strokes.
One length came back and she was like shocked. I was like, no, I can swim. I just don't like to swim. I'd rather just stay in jacuzzi. You know what I mean? So
makes sense, man.
Nah, like I can't deal with that responsibility. When Michael showed me the heating bill,
you'll be a lot too, because he's only heated, isn't it?
1K a month at least.
For heating pool. That pool will be cold. Anybody that wants to enter it, you're on your own.
The last time I was there on his birthday, the pool was cold. Yeah, I said to him, we should go bring coil from Nigeria.
I'm telling you, put the boiling ring inside. That pool will heat up quick.
I said, when you're swimming, you swim with your boiling ring.
They just heat around you, man. Can you imagine the grand amount on heating of pool? Wow.
It's a madness. It's a madness.
Wow.
So I said to him, by the time you pay pool, you pay the gardener.
The gardener, the sprinklers for even watering the
I said, all those bills. I said, I don't want those responsibilities. I said, I
It's a lot.
think I'm a real concrete guy. When I have a house, you're not gonna see no tree. When I have a
tree,
big
no
house,
plants,
no
nothing.
trees, no plants, no nothing. I'm paving everything. Everything.
No maintenance.
Low maintenance. Like literally, the only thing you see me is a walk with a jet hose.
And just clean the floor, and that's
It's
about
gonna be
it.
nothing. Maybe one jacuzzi in the back. Literally, if you see a leaf like here, when the leaves come on the top of this thing, nah, it's not gonna exist. There's not gonna be one tree. The moment I land, everything is concrete, paved.
No, you're right, because that would actually save, because those things can be a pain. Yeah. The maintenance. Luckily for me, I enjoy doing it myself.
Yeah.
But if I had to employ people to do it, like, you know, when I was away, I got one gardener to go, and the guy charged, I think, was like around £100 and something for 1 hour.
Yeah.
And in my mind, when I came back and I saw what they did, I was irritated because I do it myself, right? And in my mind, I was like that. So this, and my grass grows like, I need to cut it every 2 days. If not, it can get out of. Because I like it proper, like golf course style type, you know. And I was like, that it can be expensive maintaining. So if you actually, so like I was away for like a month, right? And
something for an hour.
Yeah, an hour. So they came, 3 of them came, sharply did everything and left. You know, I was watching them on the CCTV, and I thought to myself that no, it's not practical. You know, if you don't actually have time, unless you just want to be spending money. Because if it's an hour and I have them every other day, so that means in a week they'll probably come 3-4 times. That's like just say £400-500, £400 ish a week. So just to cut grass and man.
Makes
no sense, isn't it? That's literally, because I do it. So and in my head I'm like thinking, what are these guys charging for? You know, but man.
My neighbor, he loves next door. He loves gardening. Yesterday night around 7, I said, I was like, it's summer. Started. He loves it.
All summer.
He do the front. He would do back there. Like even the driveway. He would wash my side as well. Sometimes when my car's dusty,
he washes it as well.
Like I would know when he's come, because sometimes I'll see that he's sprayed over it for me. I'm like, I'm like, oh, cheers, Tony. You know what I mean? Great episode today. A lot of funny bits, like Shay, Godbody, comedian, everything all in one. I hope you lot got some points from this one, and yeah, more to come.